What's up, Sagittarius? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a new moon tarot reading for the new moon coming up on March 10th. It will be at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be at 20 degrees Pisces, and it will be in the 28th mansion of the moon. I will put a picture of the 28th mansion of the moon up. It is the last mansion of the moon and therefore has to deal with completion. I'll put the picture up so you can read about it. New moons are about new beginnings, and this mansion's about endings, or completion, not endings. So it makes sense that they would kind of correlate together, because anytime there's an ending or a completion, there also has to be something new. That's the card right there. Okay. It's going to be work through your fears, by the way. There is a heavy concentration of planets in Pisces right now during this new moon. You got the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn all in Pisces. Saturn will not be touching the other planets that I just mentioned. Those other four planets will be in a stellium: Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Neptune. So you could be breaking down new ideas, spiritual ideas, because it's Pisces. Pisces is about loss. Pisces is about hidden enemies. Pisces is about spirituality, boundlessness. For a Sagittarius ascendant, you're looking at your third or fourth house. So your communication, right? There could be a change in your communication. You may want to communicate something specific, maybe something spiritual that you want to communicate in some way. Then you want to bring it to light. If it is your fourth house, that's the house of the mother or the house of your home. You may want to change your home. You may want to, you have new ideas about how you want it to look, or you may have a new type of communication with your mother, or like a more intimate, open relationship with your mother, like far more. Maybe you connect far more deeply, or even or you want to change or open up your home in some way, change the colors, any of those types of things. The only real rough aspect right now is Uranus with Mars. So there's a square there. So I'd worry about explosive energy, explosive anger. It would be sudden if it happened, so it could be kind of hard to stop, but it could also be spontaneous sexual situations, so be careful with all of that. If you do involve yourself with that, be safe. With all that being said, Sagittarius, let me get you some cards. Your moon card was work through your fears. Oh, he wants to stop right there. Has to do with the relationship, looks like, or has to do with love. So you need to work. Oh, got a wish. Some kind of clarity. Yeah, and be careful about loss or sacrifice when it comes to your mother. We can't really be careful about it, because if you lose your mother, that's nothing you can really do about that. But if you lose your home too, you got to be careful about that, because loss can be considered in all of that with Pisces, or sacrifice in some way. You have to sacrifice something for your home or for your mother, those types of things. That's generally what Pisces has to deal with. And with it being fourth house, and third house, communication, how you learn, break things down. So you don't want to have a loss in any of that. It's more like imaginative, dreamy type energy. So the way you communicate may be more, instead of like Sagittarius is always like a philosophical sign. So, but your ideas and the things that you're philosophizing might be more dreamy, rather than like real grounded, practical philosophy, those types of things. Anyway, that being said, the center of the reading is love, or your relationship. Either the want of or current relationship. Being crossed by a wish, or being super abundant. I mean, having that card cross that card is not bad at all. That's a wonderful thing. You may feel really happy with your relationship, or you feel like your relationship is what's going to, getting into a relationship is what's going to make you happy and fulfilled. And a lot of times that can be the case, but realistically, your fulfillment only comes from within you. There can be another individual that's your mirror that helps you see that within yourself, but realistically, it's only going to come from within yourself. Recent past, you have this individual. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be you. Could be you feeling abundant or feeling stable. Could be stable in your love life, and that's how you felt recently, but it also could be that your significant other is an earth sign. This is the unconscious influence. You get another earth sign again. It could be something valuable, though, or moving forward with an opportunity financially that's going to be beneficial to you, but most likely it's just something that you feel is valuable. You have clarity in the conscious influence. So you see clearly, you know what's going on. When it comes to this relationship, it is exactly what you think it is and how you see it. Or you know exactly what you want from a relationship. But with that being said, if you don't work through your own fears, then you can't really have expectations for others. Like if you have expectations of what you want in a relationship, either from your partner or from future partner, you also have to be working through your own things. You can't just expect someone to be balanced and complete when you yourself are not balanced and complete. Because I promise you, if you aren't balanced and complete within yourself, you will project outwardly what needs to be balanced within yourself onto others, and it will play out in your environment to try to awaken that within you. But you'll see it in them, but realistically, it's a cry out from within yourself of something that needs to be balanced. That's the projection of the shadow. If we're talking about Jungian psychology, which I always am. In the near future, you're going to have some kind of squabble or some kind of fight, but you're going to win. It's probably going to be with your love partner or love interests. But you're going to have the upper ground. There will be an argument, it looks like, though. Or argument with someone about someone you're interested in. Like if you have a friend that you go to for advice and you're trying to get in a relationship, there may be an argument about it. They're like, oh, I know this guy, it's no good or whatever. And you're like, yo, well, I like this guy or female. I like this woman. And whoever is giving you advice, you have a fight with them about it or something like that. It could be a parent or maybe one of your kids that you're arguing about them dating or something like that. But it's almost certainly to do with you. That's why it's saying work through your fears. You've been trying to manifest this. It may be that you're trying to manifest new love, or you're trying to manifest a specific dynamic within your existing love relationship. That's you right now, trying to create it. You're trying to create things the way you want them. And you know exactly how you want them because this is the conscious influence. It looks like your wish is love. You want a love partner. And not just any love partner. You want the love partner the way you want your love partner. Like you not only want a love partner, you want the perfect love partner in the way that you want it. And you're trying to manifest this. But it's not as easy said as done, right? Because there's going to be challenges. There's going to be the hurdles that you're going to have to jump over. There is an earth sign around you, so this could be an earth sign. It could be you're already with them, right? You're trying to create this specific dynamic in a relationship, and you want it done. You want your relationship, like I said, in a specific way. But again, if you don't work through your own stuff, you cannot expect anyone else to work through theirs. And even if they do and are, you won't be able to see it because you don't see them as they are. You see them as you are. Your perspective is your own. In your environment, the give and take, the balance. So make sure that you understand what you have to give in this relationship, Sagittarius, not just what you want from them. You got to try to understand what they want from you as well. And that's going to take you looking at your own fears, your own insecurities, and we all have them. Everybody. Now, does everybody admit that they do? No. Most people will completely hide from that aspect that they can actually grow and be better. But guess what? Everyone can. That's what life is. That's why we exist, is to evolve and grow and learn. So that's what we're doing here. So everyone is privy to this. Everyone. This is for everyone. Everyone has to grow. Not just the individual the way that you think they should grow exteriorly. Because there is no exterior. All you have is your inner perspective. And they're just a mirror bouncing off. Everything's light is bouncing off of them so you can see them. Your words are hitting them and bouncing off so that you can understand certain things. It's you. You don't see them as them, you see them as you. Advice. This is saying don't take no crap. But at the same time, it's also saying don't be too controlling. If you are too controlling, this will all cave in on you. The outcome is being balanced. This is what we're all looking for. balance and guidance. And it looks like that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the balance and the guidance. You're going to get what you want. But I think there's going to be a stage of this first. Because, I mean, like, who wants to ever admit that there's anything wrong within themselves? We'd rather just project. It's easier just to project it onto someone else. Project our shadow rather than admit that we could actually grow or do anything better. Because that takes effort. Thinking is hard. That's why most people judge. That's what Carl Jung said. And he is correct. It's easier just to judge and project our shadows onto other people than to actually turn it inward on ourselves and look. And it could be that your partner is the one that's doing this. And you're going to have to help them see that. But it also could be that you are. So if you want them to grow, you yourself have to grow as well. Don't be a product of your environment. Make your environment a product of you. And if you're going to do that, you need to be a whole, complete version of yourself. Right? And that is constantly changing and constantly evolving, so it's constant work. I mean, look on the bottom, you got the sun. So it looks like it's going to be all good. You just got to kind of have to accept that aspect of things. You have to not just project, but also grow. Well, I mean, if you are growing, what you will project is that growth, and it will help them grow, and vice versa. If they're doing that, it will help you grow. But you have to be able to see it in that way. Anyway, that's all I have, Sagittarius. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to me, and it would help the algorithm push the videos. Like I said, you don't have to, you don't want to. I'm just grateful for you to be here, and I'm grateful for the view. And I hope to see you here again, Sagittarius. Happy new moon.